We've all, I'm sure, at some point in our lives felt unbeautiful or even ugly or, hated the way that we look. And that's totally normal. I also think it's just a part of our awakening of consciousness to learn how to love ourselves. And maybe you'll say, oh, well, this person is more beautiful, so it's easier for them to love themselves. But that's not necessarily true. Usually the people that are more beautiful on the outside have much deeper wounds on the inside. And it's easy to judge based on appearance, but usually these people that are really, really beautiful, they deeply hate themselves and they have a lot of other issues and they probably don't even think that they're beautiful. So try not to judge, try not to look outside of your own experience. And I think when you learn how to love yourself for who you are and the way that you look, you will actually become more beautiful without trying. So acceptance is a form of love. Acceptance is unconditional love. And when you can accept yourself or a situation the way that it is, it just starts to blossom. I don't know how or why, and it doesn't really matter, but it starts to blossom and everything starts to look more beautiful. And remember that we all go through phases in our life as well of feeling good about ourselves, having confidence, and just know that we're always finding our way back to wellness and balance. And I remember, I don't know if anybody else is like this, but I always look different. You can probably see on my channel that I look different like every single day. And this is just, I don't know, I don't really try. It's just how I am. But when I look back at photos of myself from like my teenage years up until now, there's times where I can't even recognize myself. And when I look back at the photos, because I've healed from that experience, I see in myself what I was suffering from. And we always suffer when we don't love ourselves. So when we don't love ourselves, we're abandoning ourselves. And I was actually thinking last night how when you abandon yourself, which is basically when you do the same thing that was done to you unconsciously, you're making yourself receive the same punishment unconsciously, but it's worse because it comes from you and it's self-abandonment. So the way to love yourself when you are going through a hard time or you're hurting or you don't like the way that you look is to just start saying, I love you. Look in the mirror, tune into your heart center, put your hand on your heart, feel your heart, breathe into your heart until you feel your heart start beating. And maybe you can even say, I don't feel or I don't know how to love myself. Please show me how to love myself. I want to love myself. For today, I accept myself as I am. You can look in the mirror as well as another really deep and powerful way to learn how to just accept yourself. And if loving yourself feels too difficult, focus on accepting yourself, which is love. So just in the moment, you can just say, I accept how I am today. And maybe looking back at old photos, here comes Pramita. Prema! Dogs always love themselves, and babies and animals, they have no really awareness of the way that they look or, their experience. And that's also a lesson and teaching as well. When we were born, we loved no matter what unconditionally. But once the ego starts to develop and, social media and stuff, it makes it harder. We start to learn this is beautiful, this is lovable, this is not. But it's all not true, and it's all a test. It's all a test for you to learn how to love yourself. So maybe you can look back at old photos of yourself. If you feel that you're in a more healed place to do that, if it feels triggering, maybe don't do it yet. But I always see in old photos of myself, oh man, I was feeling this, I was going through that, this, and this. But all in all, I see that I felt alone. I felt unaccepted. I felt not good enough. And those all come from you. You can try to seek them from outside of yourself, but ultimately you decide what is important to you. You decide whether you're valuable as a human being in your life. So that has to come from you. And I know it's harder with, social media and stuff, but if that doesn't make you feel good, stop looking at it. Like, really easy to do. Just stop doing it. A lot of people probably have addictions these days. I'm really lucky that I grew up without a cell phone, so I didn't get a cell phone until I was 12 or something. So I remember not having one, so I like being disconnected from them. So pay attention to the things that make you feel bad, and also practice. I remember when I moved to Tulum. So if you're new to my channel and if you're a new subscriber, welcome so much, everybody. It's so lovely to have you here. Actually, I'm at home. I'm so grateful that I live here in the jungle. I live in Tulum, Mexico. I moved here from New York City 4 years ago. I have my 2 dogs. We're out on a walk. I don't know where they are, but I've spent the past 4 years really focusing on holistic healing and wellness. And, we're always healing whether we're trying to or not. But I've been so grateful and blessed to live here and be able to stand barefoot and ground and work on my self-love. And what I wanted to say was when I first moved to Mexico 4 years ago, I remember I started kind of working on my Instagram account, and I don't really post that much on there. It always kind of made me feel bad, and that was a sign to stop doing that, because I would always feel not good enough and my photos weren't good enough. But I remember a mentor suggested that I start taking photos and build a website. And at first I felt, I don't want to take photos of myself. That's too much work. And I have to hire a photographer, and then I have to edit the photos. And then I have to look at myself when I look bad. I have to look at the bad side of myself. And now I've outgrown that, obviously, surpassed it very far to the point where I'm making videos, but now I love it. It's fun. Make it a little game. And everybody has bad angles. So when people say, I don't like taking pictures of myself because, I look bad, or it's because, first of all, you're not even trying. People that, don't like taking photos of themselves have only practiced with people and in front of people, so they feel embarrassed to try and then look worse. So just start taking pictures of yourself at home by yourself, posing, and who cares? Who cares? All you have is your own judgment to be embarrassed by. So take pictures of yourself, see which angle you like, how you like your hair, how you like your eyes, what colors you like on you. Make it fun, and don't judge yourself when you look bad. Just be like, oh wow, there's another angle of me that's more unique. So being ugly is being unique. So everybody's unique and nobody's perfect, and everybody has qualities that are not balanced, because that's what makes us beautiful. That's what makes all of us special. And maybe start to look for qualities in people that you think are beautiful that you would maybe judge in yourself. And maybe you'll start to see oh wow, that person has a flaw that's kind of like mine, but they're still beautiful. Or look, they're confident. Just start looking online at people's social media accounts. There's a lot of people that are, maybe I wouldn't think they're beautiful, but they're confident, they love themselves, and it doesn't matter whether I think they're beautiful, because they think they're beautiful. They think they're beautiful means that they accept themselves. Maybe they don't look in the mirror and say, I'm beautiful, but they say, I'm worthy, and I'm smart, and I'm talented, and people want to hear my voice, so I'm going to talk, and somebody's going to find me beautiful. And I bet you that person has the hottest partner. Have you ever wondered when you see somebody that you don't really think is very beautiful, and then their partner is really, really hot? It's because that person has high self-worth. They're talented, and even if you're not, you don't think you're beautiful and you don't have talents, Obviously, that's icing on top of the cake, but a lot of people are very talented and they don't feel that they're beautiful, and they let their beauty block them from showing their talents. So try to let that go and work on finding the love from within yourself, and know that that's the only way that you're ever going to receive this acceptance from yourself, is by looking at yourself and having fun, and also knowing that your body's always speaking to you. So I just started reading a book called You Can Heal Your Face, by Mark Rothkran. Oh, drop a comment if you want me to leave the book info. But Heal Your Face is the book. It's by like a vegan guy from Canada who sells these really incredible products. But I've already known this through like Ayurveda and everything. Like you can diagnose yourself through your eyes, through your tongue, through your nails. But this book goes really deep into all the things that your face tells you, the wrinkles, the bags, everything about all the organs in your body and everything. So if you look bad, if you feel that you look bad, maybe you do look bad. Maybe you're tired. Maybe you hate yourself and you're giving yourself negative energy that's making yourself sick. So your face is telling you something. Your face is asking you, hey, do you see this? Like, you're neglecting me, or I need something. So look at your face diagnostically with compassion, with patience, with acceptance, and say like, okay, maybe like there's this wrinkle here, or like my eyes look very like swollen, but I love myself. But I still think I'm beautiful because the body is beautiful. The body is beautiful. Human nature is beautiful. Illness is beautiful because it shows you where you need to heal. So your ugliness is beautiful because it's a tool for you to learn how to heal. And when you can look at yourself and say that you think you don't look pretty that day or ever, love yourself for that process. Love yourself because you deserve to not be alone. When I was a little girl, I had a lot of trauma and I felt very alone a lot, and I didn't know how to love myself until really just recently, within the past 5 or 6 years. And I see that in all my photos. I see that I felt abandoned. I felt alone. And the true abandonment continued through my own abandonment. So the initial abuse doesn't stay with you. We grow and we change after that. And after the things happen to us, we are the only people that are responsible and have the ability to give that love to ourselves. So don't abandon yourself. Look at yourself. Tell yourself, ask yourself, what does my face tell me? Do I need more sunshine? Do I need more sleep? And then think like, would I like red lipstick? Would I like to have curly hair? Would I like to have darker eyebrows? Make that part be fun. Make that part be a celebration of your beauty. I mean, one thing I like about YouTube channel and going to town and teaching yoga is I get a chance to dress up as a new character. I get to wear a hood. I get to wear these earrings. And this is what our body is for. It's a vessel for celebration and decoration. And it's a tool. And always, 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 we have to love ourselves no matter what. And the last thing that I'm going to leave you with, that I talk about all the time on my channel as well, is inner child healing, inner child love. Acceptance is look at yourself like you would your inner child. Your inner child, or your pet that you love, or a child, a baby that you know in your life, and speak to yourself always, always and only like you would speak to that baby. So if that baby woke up and had swollen eyes and looked ugly, maybe the baby was ugly, or just had weird shaped face, or would you tell the baby that it was ugly and it didn't deserve love? No, you would say, you are so beautiful. You are talented. I accept you. And then you would say, okay, you'd go to the doctor. You'd say, hey, like, the baby has like this infection in his eye, or like he's got pimples on his face. Let's get help for the baby. And then you give the baby the medicine and you'd say, here, like, here's your medicine. You look beautiful today. Tomorrow you're going to look even better. You look beautiful today. Every day you're healing. You're looking more and more radiant every day. So that's what I got for you today, everybody. If you're new, thank you so much for subscribing. Like this video, give it a thumbs up, share with anyone that you think might benefit from my channel, and hit the notification bell. I leave videos every day. If you want to have a session together, if you want to work on healing your inner child, working with trauma, self-love, manifestation, I offer a variety of different tools to help you optimize your life, to let go of the past, and to create a life that you love. So you can check out my offerings in my website, and you can always set up a clarity call if you want to talk and just let me know like what's going on and just figure out which session will be perfect for you. So thank you so much, everybody. I'm gonna continue my walk with my beautiful dogs. Have a great day.